Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody is well. As you can see today, it's just me and Ilandi.
Yes, we decided the girls' chat last week went so good, so we decided why not do another one without the boys and have a little chat about talking a little bit more about the fashion, as we said last week, going a little bit into depth about the masks for today.
Yes, we last week when we spoke about traditional clothing of Cambodia, we showed you a few pictures about the monkey mask and the mermaid. And that's actually a dance that they do in Cambodia where the male dresses like a monkey and the lady dresses like a mermaid. And there's a whole tale about it. So we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, let's just first like and subscribe. Everybody, please like and subscribe our channel so that we can get it out there. I know that sometimes everybody doesn't find everything that we talk about interesting, but it is our experiences that we have in Cambodia. And yes, I mean, we would like to. Oh, there is Andre. Andre is,
Hello.
I don't know where. Andre, where are you?
He's in the front of the building.
Yes.
Yeah, we decided it's just going to be Ian Lundy and me. So if you feel like joining us, you're welcome. Otherwise, if you just wanted to pop in, we're happy to see you. You look
I
snazzy.
just had to show off my new style. That's why I'm not there, because I'm styling. How you like just a little milk beard?
I like it. I will be the judge when I see you when you're home. But for now, I think what we're going to do is please like and subscribe. And then also, we always say if you feel like coming onto the show and you feel like talking about anything, I mean, it doesn't have to be about Cambodia, it can be about any topic. We have an email address where you can mail us and ask us about it. It's motlymix2020@gmail.com. So we would like for you to send us a mail. We also do Instagram. This is our Instagram lady.
Yes, guys. So if you have noticed and you have checked the Motley Mix Instagram page, we're starting to pick up some followers now, mostly Cambodian people and South African people. We have some people from the US as well, and we don't do much live on the Instagram page itself, but we do post all the slideshows and the photos that we do during our live show. We post that to Instagram as well. So if you missed the live show, you are welcome to go and have a chat on the comment section on our Instagram photos and ask questions there as well. And then please like the page and follow us on Instagram as well. The more people that follows us, the more we get the pictures out there and help the people to see the wonderful and beautiful nature of Cambodia. So
Yes, and then
Bye
also
bye, guys.
bye.
I'll
See
see
you
you.
later. And then also we have our Facebook page where Yolandi always posts a few things, and you can also go there to have a look at our videos if you don't go onto YouTube. So, but let's not dwell too much on this.
yes, just before we stop, I just want to mention and say thanks for the last views of last week, guys. Our YouTube channel had the most views from all our videos, and there is like 44 videos already. So last week the girls had the most views as well, and Facebook did amazingly well as well. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check it out. It's about the traditional clothing, and then you will also understand more about what we are discussing today. And just like and follow us and see what we talk about.
Okay, let's start. Okay, so we are going to talk about the monkey and the mermaid is Hanuman and Swan Macha. So this is what the pictures on the slideshow that we have. This was centuries ago. This has been a thing for centuries now, and this is a more modern take of the dance, which is actually very, very beautiful, the way they do it and the costumes and the masks that they do to go with it. So let's have a look. So, Yolanda, you will
Okay,
be.
so the monkey general Hanuman was a very close aide of the prince. When the prince's lovely wife Sita was kidnapped and taken prisoner, the prince asked Hanuman to help him rescue her. Hanuman didn't hesitate. He called the monkey army together and devised a plan. First, they would construct a bridge across the ocean, and then they would go across the waters to the land where the princess was being held, fight off the captors, and bring her home safely. So, one by one, the monkeys started lifting heavy boulders and placing them onto the sea. They would heave. So, basically, what they did is the first step of the plan was actually building this bridge to get over or across the ocean to find the princess. So, one huge stone after another, they put them all down close together to form a bridge or a causeway. But as they were working, they noticed something strange. After struggling to move the big stones into place, the monkeys turned around to get another boulder. When they returned with the next stone, they just had left, or everything that they left just disappeared. This happened again and again until finally they went to inform Hanuman, their leader. So basically, it's a simple story of life as well. You keep on building and building, and there's backfalls as well. And what happened here is they kept on building, and the more they built forward, the more the pathway disappeared behind them. So them getting over, but not being able to get back because the stones behind them disappeared.
Yes. And then this is the kind of costume they would get dressed into, the mask, and then the monkey general will be dressed like this. So let's see.
Okay, so how unusual, thought the monkey general. Don't worry, he told the soldiers. We'll get to the bottom of this. He ordered them to fly with him into the sea to try and discover what the problem might be. Down and down they swam until from a distance they noticed mermaids moving in the water. But the mermaids weren't just swimming, they were holding huge stones. In fact, it was these mermaids who were removing the monkeys' boulder stones and disrupting the process of their bridge construction. Slowly the monkeys crept onto the mermaids and they swam around and around, trying to catch them. Off to the side, Hanuman spotted Savan Macha, the leader of the mermaids. He figured that if he could catch her, he would convince her to tell the others to stop destroying the bridge. So this is where the monkey in the dance met the mermaid in the dance.
Yeah.
And the whole thing of this dance represents the swimming around each other, trying to catch each other to form the bond to fix the problem. So the whole story behind this dance, it's actually because of the story that the kids were taught when they were young about how they wanted to save the princess.
Yeah, and that's why they call the dance Anavan and Suvan Macha. Him, the monkey general, and she, the leader of the mermaids. Suvan Macha is the leader of the mermaids. And this is the kind of costumes that the ladies will wear when they perform this dance. Also really, really beautiful.
Okay, so he tried to reach her without letting her see him. From the back, from the side, he attempted to grab her, but she kept swimming in her beautiful, graceful style, obviously to his antics. Eventually, he knocked her down. She was not only surprised, she was angry. She swam away. He swam after her. He did somersaults and cartwheels. She kept her balance and never stopped moving. But while they were involved in the struggle, Hanuman realized that he had fallen in love with Savan Macha. So he tried to woo her rather than attack her. And for that part, she eventually realized she shared his feelings and she told other mermaids to not only stop interfering with the monkey soldiers, but to also help them complete the bridge. So in the dance, you can see the passion. Usually the dance that they do representing this starts off as a emotional drama dance where they kind of try to show who's the dominant between the two. And at the end, as they fall in love, you can see them coming closer together and forming a bond through the dancing with more passion of love and more feelings towards each other rather than the hate that they had from the beginning.
Yeah, so it started as a story where they had to go and rescue the prince's wife, and eventually it became a love story where the two of them fell in love. So it's actually a very, very nice story if you know the history of the dance that they do perform.
And then in the end, the prince was able to cross the bridge with the monkey's army and rescue the princess. This story is an example from the epic talk, the Ramayana, I think is how you pronounce it, with origins in India, known in Khmer as the Rimker. The dance of Hanuman and Savan Macha is often performed on its own. It can also be a scene in the longer Rimker dance drama. So basically, this is like we would know it as a theater performance, if
Yes.
you can say it, because in Cambodia you don't really have theater performances, but you have the traditional dances that gets done in like a celebration ceremony where there's different types of Khmer traditional dances. And with this coming from India, it's also very clear that it is part of their religion as well. It forms part of the religion.
Oh, sorry. These are just also a few photos that we put down for you to see where it originally started many years, well, centuries ago. And this is what it looked like those days when there were only white and black photos.
And also, what I feel is really like important to see here is look at the tails that the mermaids had, the mask that the monkeys had. The more recent dances that they do and the mask that they have isn't as heavy. The mermaid still has the crown, but it's a little bit lower, and so forth. So it's really nice to see the difference between how the style got interpreted throughout the time and the ages, where even with the mermaid's tails, it started off as a normal line, because at that time I don't think anyone really knew a mermaid wasn't a set thing like it is now. If you tell a kid to think about a mermaid, they see the beautiful tail that ends in two little fins for the ending of the tail, where here they didn't know it as that yet. They just saw it as a fish. So where you can see the fin represents the fish fin and not the actual mermaid. With later on the photos how they evolved, they turned the decoration into an actual mermaid tail instead of being just the fish fin. Yes. So here you can see how this is a little bit more modern as well. This is more recent photos as well. You can see in the middle photo, it's still about a little bit more of the older tradition of the Hanuman monkey or the monkey leader, where you still had the full-on mask with the part on the top that looks like the crown to represent him as a leader. And then later you can see on the end photos, it became a more simple mask. The top part got taken away and it literally became a mask that you put fully on your face like a helmet, with only open spaces in the mouth where the guys can look through, which is quite nice. And then here are some or examples of how they changed the different masks. As you can see, there's 4 different masks on the photos. Maybe I think the 2 is the same, and then the 2 in the middle is different. I think the monkey mask that you can see in the middle is old, but it's a little bit more traditional than the parts that they had on top of their heads as well.
Yes, and this is the different moves. This is the different moves that they make. This is the different moves they make in the dances that they do when they do this dance that they call the monkey and the mermaid dance. And these
Okay.
are just actually statues and drawings, actual illustrations, Cambodian illustrations of the monkey dance. So these are things that you can get through Cambodia. And this is how the monkey Haman is described. And also this is like at the water future where they have built this out of cement and stone, and it's absolutely actually very, very beautiful.
Yeah, so we'd like to show you a video as well. So while Ina is getting the video, I'm quickly going to have a chat with you guys. In Cambodia, they really express their feelings and their traditions into art form, as you have seen at the pagodas and like we showed before, and a lot of the statues next to the road or in the middle of the islands and the roads. And this is two of the statues that you can find everywhere in pagodas. They usually use this mermaid figure as a bigger kind of statue on the floor. Sometimes you will find it on the roofs as well. But the monkey is a really, really, really important part of their tradition, and as well as their Buddhism, how they express their religion as well. So if you go to a temple, you'll definitely not miss the picture of the monkey. And all the monkeys that's been hand carved has got different types of details and so forth on their masks and faces and the clothing as well, where you will see the Hanuman monkey as well, but mostly the monkey soldiers, because they wore only the bottoms. They didn't have the cloth over their top part of their body. They wore the bottom parts and the bottoms of the pants with the mask on top. And throughout the whole pagoda, it's easy to spot the monkeys, because all the pagodas that we've been to, and we've been to quite a few, all of those pagodas has got the statues of the specific Kunaman or Hanuman monkeys and his soldiers. Okay, looks like we've got the video here. So we are quickly going to see if we can find a nice one for you to show.
This is obviously taken by somebody. So,
yeah, we don't have ownership of the video.
yes.
If there is a problem, feel free to please take it off or just report it so that we can just know. But we do have the code of the blog spot on the video as well. So you will see East Travel did, or East Coast Travel did, put up this video on YouTube.
Yeah, they might just take it off. So we do apologize if it is copyright. It's like Elandi and I am left to do this. So, but we would like to share this with you guys so that you can see what it is exactly about. This is not a very long one, so I think we're going to, yeah, we can share this one just for you to see what kind of dance they do when they do the monkey and the mermaid dance.
So you'll see on the dance as well, it's not a theater like we're used to it. This is usually a overnight tent that was built with the wooden floors and the bricks and everything at the back to represent the ceremony that we will be that the Cambodian people will be celebrating. Okay, so enjoy, guys.
Oh, there's no sound.
So as you can hear, it's traditional Khmer music as well. This is the type of music that you will hear in the streets at the pagodas and so forth. Here you can see they are dancing.
They first fight.
Yeah, it's the fighting part of the dance with the drama, where he tries to sneak up on her from every side, but she still notices him and swims away. The way that she's dancing, that is traditional Cambodian dancing as well. So on all their traditional holidays and so forth, we usually have dancers that come out with the similar dance style, just different clothing.
He's now put his knife away because he's now falling in love with her.
there you can see the tail that I was referring to earlier as well. How they modernized the tail to look like an actual mermaid tail. As you can see, the monkey used his toe to scratch the tail of the mermaid as well.
There we go. Quite interesting. They first start off with where he have to fight the mermaid because of the bridge they want to build with the stones to get the princess safe home again. And then in the fight they fell in love. So the sword moves away, and he like sort of caught her so that he can see if she knows how he feels, and she feels the same, and it becomes actually a love story. And they help each other building the bridge so that the prince can get his wife safely home. So it's actually very interesting.
I see we've got someone watching saying hi.
Oh yeah, this is just little
It's
Pai
me,
Ching.
Pei Chin.
Hello, Pai Ching.
Hi, we hope you're doing well and that you are ready to do the online classes after this weekend again. And is she in your class?
Yes.
So I will be making sure tomorrow that all Teacher Ina's students behave. So and please make her work, even if it's online.
Always we always work. So yes, I hope this was very interesting for you guys. I mean, it was interesting for us. We learned so much more about Cambodia. There's another dance also that they do, aspara, which is actually very, very, very important to Cambodian people. And I would like for us, and the dress code is sort of similar to what they do in the monkey dance, but it doesn't have the mermaid tail. And they also have these beautiful costumes, and I would like for us to do it another time as well as one of our streams, because there is so many different cultures in Cambodia and dances that they do. So I think for the next, maybe not the next one, but after that we will do the aspara dance, which is very, very important in Cambodia. It means a lot to them. So I think we will do that one next time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Elandi, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to our...
Guys, everyone that's watching our videos, please leave a comment if there's something of the traditional Cambodia that you would like to see on photos, talk about. What we want to do is we want to actually go to somewhere like a place that's significant to what the people, the viewers want, and we want to actually make a live video from there. So if you want to see more about the street food in Cambodia, if you want to see more about the traditional or the pagodas or their traditions, what they eat, the nature reserves or zoos or anything, please let us know. We will make sure that we find the time to get there, do something at least once a month where we make a live video streaming from another place where we were, and bringing it to you like that then.
Yes, it will be helpful if you guys can give us some ideas. Pai Ching, I am very well, thank you, and you, Masuri Pai. So yes, if you can tell us what you want us to do the stream about sometimes, it will be great, because we're actually out of lockdown. It is so great to be out of lockdown and out of curfew, because we used to be not able to do anything even at night, because at 8 o'clock we have to be in our houses, and we can only leave the place, our houses, at 3 o'clock in the morning. And who wants to go at 3 o'clock in the morning? It's too early. We're all sleeping. So yes, if anybody has an idea or something they would like to know or see about Cambodia, please let us know. Like we said, we have our email address. You can send us an email, or you can do a request on Instagram. I mean, Yolandi always checks the Instagrams, or even on Facebook. Just send us a message on Facebook and we will gladly get back to you and see what we can do about your request. But otherwise, also like and subscribe,
Yes,
and
guys,
remember to ring
please.
the bell.
Yes, ring that bell and select the all button.
Yes.
Before we say goodbye, we have a big surprise for all our viewers. We got a little family member added to the Motley Mix family, and we will be revealing him or her next week on the stream. So please stay tuned, don't miss next week, and meet our new family member.
Yes, and thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And please be safe. Although there is no more lockdown in Cambodia, still wear your mask, still wash your hands. When you go out, don't go to crowded places, because even though we do not have the curfews and the lockdown, there is still COVID. I mean, India is having a really, really bad time. So they can use all our prayers and thinking of the people that's losing their lives because of the fact that they do not have enough oxygen. So we all have to be extra careful in order for us not to have a pandemic like that get out of hand. So if we all work together, I'm sure that we will be able to keep ourselves safe. Because if you keep yourself safe, you will keep somebody else safe. So it's a question of not just thinking of yourself, but thinking of the person, the next person. So all we want to say is please stay safe. And if you don't have to go somewhere where there's a lot of crowds, then don't. I mean, stay home. I mean, we have a lot to entertain ourselves at home with. And like Yolandi says, we have a surprise for next week. We have a new member, he or a she. We will not tell until next week. So
Yes,
if you want to know what the surprise or the new member is, please join us next week Sunday for the Motley Mix Sunday Salad, and then we will see you next week. And if you can't be good, please be kind.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Hope to see all a lot more members next week.
Yes.